Hey friends, I wanted to film this video just lying here down on the ground, very casual, but just in case I am going to be pregnant with baby number 3, I wanted to document my symptoms for 1 to 14 DPO, or days past ovulation. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye, and this, like I said, would be baby number 3. And some backstory: it took me 10 months to get pregnant with my son Trenner, who is 2, and it took me say bye. Bye. And then with my daughter Jordy Ray, it took us 2 months at 10 months postpartum, and I was nursing. One second. Today is 1 DPO. It is Monday. Symptoms have been diarrhea this morning. When I blew my nose, I was having some blood come out of my left nostril. I have been loving dairy, which is a little more odd for me to be even drinking cow's milk. Usually I just stick with almond milk as I have some lactose intolerance. Just feeling a little more down, which is probably typical of a Monday and it being gloomy weather. Harder time focusing today, and just simple tasks such as getting the house clean, meal prepping, and feeling more frustrated with my toddler. Also just wanting to be alone more, which is a little hard when he's constantly wanting to be held and the baby's teething right now. My baby's 8 months old and he's 2 years old. And last off, I've just been having more dreams last night, and just like real life, it's like my brain wouldn't shut off. Well, that is the end. Today is 2 DPO, Tuesday, February 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. For symptoms, I woke up at 4:11 a.m. due to a teething baby. Usually she'll sleep in closer to 6:30 to 7. But anywho, I went in and felt oddly awake after nursing her and getting her back to sleep. So I ended up staying up for the day. I also had a loose stool in the morning and had to go pretty quickly after waking up in the morning today and yesterday, which is kind of odd. Not usually when I need to go. You guys know way too much about me now. It's a little bit lower energy this morning, not wanting to do workout, but I did it anyway and it felt great afterwards. I had a little bit of a stomach ache after having a chocolate peanut butter protein bar that I had made, and felt a little nauseous after that, which usually I have chocolate and peanut butter like every day, and it is just fine. And lastly, I feel like I'm still not super patient with my toddler, as he is just curious and everywhere, and hopeful for this month it'll be our month, but also more neutral, just not wanting to get my hopes up. Today is 4 DPO. It is Thursday, February 15th. It is currently 5:03 p.m. so I'm feeling pretty tired here at the end of the day. I'm trying to stay busy today, just filming and editing a video so I can stay sane and not go crazy and thinking about all my symptoms all the time. And so I have been feeling more at peace and less anxious as I was yesterday. I've been craving pizza, which I bought some frozen pizza from the store. Usually I'll make my own. I was just like, I'm just craving the stuff from the store. I'm just gonna add to, I'm feeling meh today, just not feeling my best, kind of want to go take a bath again. So last cycle I had my first postpartum period and it came on 4 DPO. So far no sign of that, but I had a little bit of lower belly cramping, so we'll see if it comes tonight or not. Well folks, sitting on my kitchen floor, raw and real today here. There's my little one. Mama! And my other one. To be honest, it's been a really rough week with this toddler in particular. I'm feeling like I'm either pregnant or going crazy, because my moods have been up and down. And I mean, I also have a teething baby here and a toddler who has been into everything, flopping my rising loaf of bread on the floor and driving his truck through it, his bus through it. So I've noticed that I'm also just hungry faster. I need to eat more often, and it seems like I'm hungry earlier, and just have been a little more moody and irritable today, a little less patient and frustrated quicker with my toddler, with the many things of dumping water on the floor and you know, everything else. And lastly, just no cares about nutritious food today, not wanting any vegetables, basically just pizza and ice cream and some homemade mint chocolate granola that I made, and bread, all the carbs with butter. Today is 7 DPO, and I'm going to be telling you for yesterday's 68 DPO as well. I have definitely been waking up in the morning a lot more hungry, and food just does not stay in me very long lately. I have to eat more often. Today, 7 DPO, I noticed I could barely get through church, which is 2 hours, without food. I was feeling more hungry. I ate like right before I left for church and then ate like immediately when I got home. Yesterday I was more clumsy, just dropping things in the kitchen. I dropped like 2 or 3 different things. I had pretty good energy. I was able to run 13.1 miles in the morning, but I also, you know, took a little power nap and that felt good. So whether because of the run or not, I was craving all the carbs. I did have like seriously 6 pieces of toast. I made some sourdough bread and was really enjoying that. Last night I was experiencing more insomnia. I was up till like midnight just filming some short videos. And lastly, for 6 DPO, I did cry while I was talking with my husband, and it wasn't even something that I would normally tear up about. That is kind of a red flag to me. Like, okay, something must be up. Either, I don't know, I don't even usually cry when I'm on my period, so I'm like, hey, am I pregnant? Now I am really starting to wonder. I've noticed a rash on the right side of my mouth right there, that it is kind of starting to come back. I had it in pregnancy with my daughter. I definitely have seemed to be peeing more today. I've been more moody, just a little bit less stable, and just a little more up and down. And then I've also been hot, super hot fast, and then super cold. I have noticed just some more CM. This morning I woke up with a headache, which does not happen very often for me. Also, I've just noticed I've been more negative and thinking more mean thoughts towards people, which honestly, I consider myself a pretty nice person and quite optimistic. Hey guys, today is Monday. I am 8 DPO. I wanted to film this real quick before I went to bed. I've had a super dry nose and very dry lips. They were like bleeding this morning. I've been super gassy, and I had a headache in the morning, and when I woke up around 10 p.m. with my daughter who's teething, I had a slight headache then as well. I had more of a scary and vivid dream last night. I've noticed that I am out of breath when I'm going up the stairs, but yet I can run still just fine. I noticed that I am more thirsty and hungry in general, and also just needing to eat something right when I wake up in the morning. Nursing is not my favorite thing right now, although I am not like super sensitive. I feel a pimple coming up like right here on the right side of my mouth. I had lower energy during my workout this morning. Usually I can warm up on the bike for 10 to 30 minutes, but like 5 minutes, and I was also holding my son on the bike. I was like, yeah, I'm good, and then I just did some yoga. And lastly, I've noticed I had more of a positive headspace, just more accepting of whatever will be, and I'm thinking I might test tomorrow. It is 9 DPO, and there's like a 46% chance of women that get a positive test, so not as high as if I were to wait 10 or 11 DPO, but I might just do it anyway. Today is Tuesday, 9 DPO, and I did take a test this morning, and it was so very, 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 very faint that I'm also in denial about it, not knowing if it was actually a positive pregnancy test. So I'm going to wait till 11 DPO, 2 more days when my HCG doubles, and I'm more likely to get more of a positive test. And for symptoms, I have been more bloated, I've noticed the past couple days. Today especially, I noticed that I just looked like pregnant and puffy in my belly, and my hair has been greasy faster, so I need to be washing it. Like, usually I can honestly go 5 days or almost a week, and that might sound gross. I still wash my body, of course, but just not my hair every day, because it does better with a little bit longer between washes. But lately it's been like every 2 to 3 days I need to wash it because it just gets greasy, and
I know I'm looking like a mess today, but just haven't had the energy to really do anything about it. And something else is that I've been gagging while taking my pills in the morning the past couple days. I've noticed today and yesterday that I've had more sensitive teeth, especially when I was eating like a cold apple and just like some cold iceberg lettuce. I've also noticed that I've been bruising more easy. I don't know if it's just like a coincidence that I have a bunch of bruises. That one's a burn and then that one's like a bruise. Then I have another one on my arm. Just kind of like awkward spots that I don't normally get bruises, so I don't know if that is a pregnancy symptom or not. I've just been feeling more tired earlier in the day. I actually had a lot of energy this morning, did like 20 minutes on the bike to warm up and then a 30-minute full body HIIT workout, and that felt super great. I've been really loving buttered toast with oranges and eggs with cheese melted on them in the morning for breakfast. I've also been craving strawberries today. Finally, I've just been feeling a little off today, almost like the start of almost about to feel nauseous, but not. And just in denial, really, if I really am pregnant or not. But excited to see in 2 days. I think I am. I don't know though. And then also with that, just like worrying about the financial burden that I'm putting on my husband, because we do need to get a bigger car and eventually move to a different place, maybe different locations. So, you know, just all the questions. I also want to add that I'm excited and kind of cracking up because I did calculate the due date based on conception, the day of conception, and it says the due date is November 3rd, which is my son's birthday. And he's just over 2, so he'll turn 3 on November 3rd. So I'm like, oh boy, I really hope I either have the baby in October or just like at least a week after his birthday. Ideally just October, and get it done early and then celebrate my son. I forgot to mention was insomnia. I woke up at 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and was just like, what am I doing up? Well, today is 10 DPO. My hair is still a little wet from swimming. Today for symptoms, when I go to sit on the toilet to go pee, I noticed just some lower abdominal cramping. I have been bloated today and just noticed that I get hot super fast and easily, and I had this blackhead that I obviously picked at yesterday, and that turned all red and not so pretty. Planning on testing to know for sure if I'm pregnant tomorrow at 11 DPO. And honestly, today I just made my schedule pretty busy so I could just keep my mind off of it and just enjoy the day, which I really did. I woke up in the morning and cleaned out the closet, did a big toy rotation for the kids, got rid of a few of their toys, and then just did a total swap so they had fresh new toys in the morning. And then I made some bagels, and I have some sourdough tortillas that are fermenting on the counter for today, and I did sourdough pancakes in the morning and just really enjoyed baking. And I also went to the pool with my 2 kids, and it was just so much fun. I thought, before I know if I'm pregnant again, I want to be able to just spend a day with my 2 kids that I already have and just soak up that time with them and enjoy it. I would highly recommend that. Just enjoying, if you have any kids, the kids you have, or just taking naps if you don't have kids yet. Maybe a little bit of constipation too, along with the bloating. It is 11 DPO. It is currently 4:04 p.m. on February 22nd, and today, and 2, 1, there's my timer. Okay, let's go check these tests. I'm gonna look at the easy at home first because those usually suck at reading. Okay, I'm just gonna try and pick it up without looking. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, there is a faint little line. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I'm gonna have baby number 3. I got my big fat positive. Well, maybe it wasn't super fat, it was kind of faint actually, but it was a lot darker than 2 days ago when I took one at 9 DPO, so I was very stoked to know I was indeed pregnant. For symptoms, I definitely have been more crampy today, and if you can't tell, I have a lot more pimples like here on my cheek and one that's popping up right there, and just in general some more acne. I've noticed that I've had more hangnails, and also last night I noticed my shirt was a little wet right where my nipple was, and I didn't have a bra on, so I was like, are you serious? Like, I leaked some milk from my right breast, which I am not currently nursing my 8-month-old girl on, just the left side. So I thought that was interesting. I'm definitely already starting to make more milk and kind of fill out. My right boob kind of felt heavier, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Also, I've noticed at nighttime, right before bed, my throat starts to feel a little sore, and maybe it's because the past, or like the 2 hours before bed, I don't drink as much water because I don't want to be up all night. But that is something I've remembered in past pregnancies as well. I've also noticed that I haven't been wanting as many sweets lately. I've been craving more savory stuff, such as like sandwiches. I made bagels, sourdough bagels, like I said yesterday, and so just sandwiches with cheese and egg and mustard and mayo, just like all those savory type things, lunch meats that I've warmed up in the microwave to steaming, so it's pregnancy safe. But all those things I've been craving. And it also seems like I'm having some early nesting urges. I've been enjoying just cleaning out and getting more organized. I've definitely been more tired. Sure, I did get up with my husband at like 4:45, and I did take a nap because I was feeling it right around 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. when the kids were going down. I was ready too. So I took a nice little nap, and it's probably the first of many. I have started to feel more tired during the days, and I am excited to tell my husband when he comes home soon that I'm pregnant, so I can finally talk to him about things, as it's been a few days of me just keeping the secret. Yesterday was 12 DPO, and I was feeling more anxious, just thinking about having a third baby, and I was cramping and tired, and also found myself crying easier just watching shorts on YouTube. 13 DPO, I also again noticed just cramping and tired, and then also noticed I had a little bit of a headache. When I was starting my run this morning, I did 6 miles, and it eventually went away. I just made sure I was drinking plenty of water. I get more unmotivated to even film these videos and to just do anything. I've definitely been hungry like all day, just eating and loving all the carbs and pretty much everything else. I noticed just a little bit of nausea coming in, and then eating something helps that, and so that also helps the cycle continue of eating constantly. Today is 14 DPO, the last day I'll be logging these. I am officially 4 weeks pregnant today. It is February 25th, about 8 p.m. now, and today I experienced quite a bit of headaches, which is not something I have. Like, very rarely often I have a headache when I'm not pregnant, and it's just like right here in the middle of my forehead, and so I'd kind of try to just eat something and it would help it kind of go away. And also just noticing more lower belly cramping, you know, I'm sure it's just everything stretching out again, knowing what to do. Lots of bloating, like literally from right when I wake up till nighttime. So I don't know, baby bloat, baby bump. Also just noticing kind of a off stomach after eating, just kind of feeling upset, just pretty much after anything I've been eating. At church, I work with the little kids, and it is super hot in that room, and I turn down the temperature, but it's just a small room and a lot of kids in there, so it gets pretty muggy, and that kind of gets me feeling a little nauseous, and I get hot flashes, I feel like, anyway. That's a thing. When I wake up super hot. After church, it's nice because I could take a nap, because that's when the kids are going down, and just in general, tired every day. But basically a 20-minute power nap just kicks me back in gear, and I feel pretty good after that. I've still been a lot more hungry, and with the headaches, I feel like I was just eating more, but about every 2 hours, I find that I need to eat something. And I was craving some ice cream. My favorite ice cream is Extreme Moose Tracks, which is like super chocolatey, and then I put peanut butter on top of it. So had some bites of that, and I've also just been craving eggs and enjoying a little bit of heat, putting some Tabasco sauce on it. It makes me a little worried because I've been feeling a little bit of nausea already. It comes in just little waves, and I know it's so slight compared to what it can be for some women and what it can be eventually in this pregnancy even. So we'll see when it officially comes. I don't know why I keep on getting just like weird thoughts of like, what if it's twins? Maybe it's, I've been taking the HCG tests every other day to just kind of see the line progression, and it has been getting darker, but darker even faster than my last pregnancy. So I haven't looked into it if it's based on gender, if it can be darker, or the only thing I've heard is like with twins. And so anyway, that's just been a random thought. I'm like, it's likely not, but then I just think, what if? So I was thinking about that. And then also I have just been feeling more excited now for this pregnancy, and kind of, it took me almost a week to kind of process it, and now just starting to feel those exciting, happy feelings about it, and just excited to take you along with the pregnancy journey. I'm going to try and do week by week updates and belly updates every week of the whole pregnancy. So excited for that, and I hope you follow along in the journey, and I'd love to hear about your trying to conceive / pregnancy journey, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.